All right, let's talk about the future of our digital world. We're diving into a future with speeds that are kind of hard to even imagine right now. Universal access and a connection so seamless that the whole idea of being offline might just become a thing of the past. Seriously, just think about that for a second. What if you never had to hunt for a signal again? What if lag was just gone? Doesn't matter if you're in the middle of a city or on some remote mountaintop. What would that world even look like? And look, this isn't some sci-fi fantasy. This future is actually being built as we speak, piece by piece through some incredible networks on the ground and, well, even ambitious constellations up in space. So in this explainer, we're going to connect the dots for you and show you the blueprint for this whole new reality. So what's the big idea here? Before we get into all the cool tech, let's just take a step back and look at the ultimate goal that's driving all of this innovation. And the goal itself sounds simple, but the ambition behind it is just staggering. We're talking about creating a single, unified, intelligent network that covers the entire planet. An infrastructure that connects not just people to people, but connects everything instantly and reliably. So where does a journey like this even start? Well, it begins with the technology that's rolling out across the globe right now. This is the foundation for that connected future, 5G. Okay, so 5G is way more than just a speed boost for your phone. Its real power, its secret sauce, comes down to two key things: ultra-low latency, which means a practically instant response time, and massive bandwidth. And that combination? It allows for things that were basically impossible before. We're talking about cars that talk to each other in real time to avoid accidents, or entire smart cities, where billions of devices are all working together to manage everything from traffic flow to energy grids. But here's the thing about technology. It never, ever stands still. So even while 5G is still being deployed, the world's top engineers are already deep into designing its successor. So, welcome to the dawn of 6G. Yep, you heard that right. The race to define the next generation of connectivity is already on. And if you think 5G is a revolution, you should think of 6G as a complete reinvention of what a network can even do. The jump from 5G to 6G it's just staggering. We're not just talking about being a little bit faster. We're talking about terabit per second speeds. That's potentially 1,000 times faster than 5G. But the real game changer here is this idea of an AI native network. What that means is the network won't just move data around. It'll actually think. It'll predict what you need, it'll reroute traffic before a jam even happens, and it might even repair itself, all without a person lifting a finger. Now, all of this incredible progress is happening right here on the ground. But at the exact same time, there's a whole parallel revolution happening hundreds of miles above our heads. A new frontier is opening up, promising to beam down internet from the stars. This revolution is all powered by something called Low Earth Orbit Satellite Internet, or LEO. Now, forget those old, slow, laggy satellite services you might be thinking of. LEO satellites orbit way, way closer to Earth, and there are thousands of them, all working together like a giant constellation, basically blanketing the globe in a net of high-speed coverage. And the impact of this is immediate and it's profound. Companies like Starlink are deploying these constellations to bring high-speed internet to places that have never had it before. We're talking rural farms, remote villages, entire communities that were cut off from the digital world. This isn't just about faster streaming. This is about providing access to education, to commerce, to healthcare, fundamentally bridging that global digital divide. So what happens when you combine the raw power of 5G and 6G on the ground with the incredible global reach of LEO satellites up in space? Well, that's when you start to get a real glimpse of our truly connected future. Okay, and this is the really crucial thing to get. These technologies aren't competing with each other. They're converging. They're going to work together in harmony to create one single, resilient, totally ubiquitous network. Imagine your phone just seamlessly switching from a 6G tower in the city to a satellite signal as you drive into the countryside with zero interruption. The very idea of being offline could become, well, obsolete. Which, of course, leaves us with one last pretty fascinating question. We've talked about the how, but what about the what? When instant, intelligent, universal connectivity just becomes the new normal, what kind of new industries will be born? What massive problems will we finally be able to solve? As our world connects in ways we're really only just starting to imagine, what new possibilities are we going to unlock together?